Namaste Gurukulians. I hope you all are fine at your house. And today we will discuss the rest part of the chapter 5, that is eating right. So in the last class or last video we discussed different things about food, that what is food, different kind of nutrients, like I told you about 5 kind of nutrients. They were carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins and minerals. And apart from all these things, I also told you about water and roughage, that how these are important for the body. Apart from these, I told you about one more thing that is very important to consider, that was balanced diet. So we will start from this only topic. About balanced diet, in the last class I told you that balanced diet is the diet which has all the nutrients in right proportion, or you may say right amount. So, and I requested you people also to pursue a healthy diet, a balanced diet. I hope you are listening to me carefully. And today we are just moving ahead of this topic, that what actually balanced diet help us, in what way it help us. So balanced diet, it provides us energy. It provides us energy because balanced diet contains carbohydrate and fats. So these are energy giving foods and these provide energy to the body. Secondly, they contain vitamins and protein. Protein help our body to grow. So they help in growth of the body. Balanced diet help in the growth of the body. Thirdly, we have vitamins and minerals which are protective in function. That means they protect our body from different kind of diseases. So it also helps in protection. Apart from this, balanced diet also contain water and roughage. Water, as I told you, that 70% of the body is made up of water. So we need to maintain that water level inside our body. The next thing was roughage. Roughage as such do not provide us any kind of nutrient, but roughage help in maintaining a very good and healthy digestive system of the body. Now moving ahead, I am going to tell you, you may ask me a question that, ma'am, if I do not eat a particular kind of nutrient, or if I do not follow you, that as I told you people to have a healthy and balanced diet. So if you will not eat a particular kind of nutrient, or if a particular kind of thing like green vegetables, fruits, milk, if any of these things will be absent from your diet or your meal, then what will happen to your body? Have you ever thought about this? Let me tell you that if any kind of such nutrient or thing is absent from your food or from your diet, then your body may suffer from deficiency diseases. Deficiency means coming. So if you will not eat a particular kind of nutrient, so there will be deficiency disease in the body. And do you want any kind of disease in your body? No, we don't want any kind of disease in the body. So for that thing, you need to have a healthy and fit body, and that may come from only a balanced diet. So you need to include all the green vegetables, fruits, milk, and every good thing in a right proportion. That is why we call it as a balanced diet. Okay. So moving ahead, now the next topic is, the very main topic is, I am writing it here, deficiency diseases. Deficiency means kami. So if there is a absence of a particular kind of nutrient in your food, that may cause a deficiency disease in the body. So deficiency disease, there are different kind of diseases. Under this category, I am going to tell you a word, that is malnutrition. Malnutrition is of two types, either undernutrition or over. Undernutrition or overnutrition. Okay. So undernutrition means firstly let me tell you about malnutrition. Malnutrition means if there is any kind of problem related to nutrition in the body, either you are taking very less amount of nutrients or either you are taking very much nutrient in the food. Suppose if you say that ma'am, I'm not taking green vegetables in my diet, in my food, or you ask your mama not to add vegetables in your meal or in your diet, and suppose you only eat pulses in your food, in your meal. So that may cause the excess of only a one kind of a particular kind of nutrient in the diet, and it may also cause the deficiency of other different nutrients that you are not adding in your balanced diet. Okay, so two types I have written over here. One is undernutrition and the second is overnutrition. Under, as the name is indicating, under means come, over means excess of nutrients. So overnutrition I will tell you later. Firstly we will discuss the undernutrition. About undernutrition, I want to tell you that there are different kind of diseases which we are going to discuss now. And undernutrition occur basically in the children which are below 5 years, because they cannot take care of their health themselves, and if they will not take a healthy diet, so they may go through different kind of diseases. So what are the symptoms in undernutrition? There may be weak body, weak strength, and a protruding belly or swollen stomach, and there will be red hairs, patchy skin, different kind of things, different kind of characteristic or features may be there in the body. So what is the way out? How you can cure it? How you can cure undernutrition? Because I told you that undernutrition means nutrition are not taken in the body in a proper amount. That means we need to add nutrition or proper nutrients in the meal. That means we should add proper amount of cereals, pulses, fat, milk, fruits, etc. Now I am going to tell you different diseases which we consider under this category of undernutrition. The first one I am telling you is night blindness. Night blindness means a person is not able to see in the dark, or a person is not able to see during the night. And why this kind of disease occur? This disease occur because of the deficiency of vitamin A. So this disease occur because of the deficiency of vitamin A. And how it can be cured? It can be cured by taking carrot, papaya, milk in your diet. Okay, so the next disease I am telling you is next disease is beriberi. As the name is starting from B letter, so it may help you to remind about this disease, that this disease occur because of the deficiency of vitamin B. Because of the vitamin B in the diet. And how it can be cured? The deficiency disease of vitamin B, which is known as beriberi, can be cured by adding milk in the diet, by taking meat. Okay, so this can be cured by this. Third I am going to tell you is, first one was night blindness, second is beriberi, third one is scurvy. Scurvy is a deficiency disease which is caused because of the deficiency of vitamin C in the diet. It is because of the deficiency of vitamin C in the diet. And what are the symptoms? In the beriberi, I have not told you about the symptoms. The symptoms of beriberi is weak muscle growth, weak nerve impulse, and the person is not able to do his work properly, and numbness in the hand and feet. So scurvy, I told you, it is because of the deficiency of vitamin C, and the symptoms of scurvy is bleeding gum, swollen gum. That means the person who is suffering from this disease, scurvy, so he may face that. He may have bleeding gums, blood in around the teeth, or may have pain in the mouth. So how this disease can be cured? This disease can be cured by taking citrus fruit. lemon, oranges. So these can help to bring back the good smile. Okay, so if a person is suffering from this disease, scurvy, so he should take a good diet of citrus fruits. Next disease is rickets. Rickets means the disease occurs due to deficiency of vitamin D. Sometimes we do not take milk in a proper amount, or vitamin D, it is said that you can get good amount of vitamin D by going in the sunlight and by having milk in good amount. So if a person is lacking in all these areas, that means he may suffer from rickets. And what are the symptoms of rickets? As we are standing straight, so our legs are also straight. But in ricket disease, what happens? The legs are bow shaped, like this. So they are not straight, they are bow shaped legs. Okay, so this disease, I told you, can be cured by milk, because milk contains a very good amount of two minerals particularly, and we have discussed minerals also. While in the last class I told you about minerals, that they are needed in very small quantity, but these minerals are very necessary for the body, because in absence of their we may suffer from deficiency diseases. So milk contain calcium and phosphorus. This calcium and phosphorus is very good for the bones of the body. So if you want to make your bones very strong, your body very healthy, so you must take 2 glasses of milk daily, morning and evening. Okay, so the next disease I am telling you is anemia. Anemia means deficiency of blood. Yes, that means the person who is suffering from this disease called anemia, he may have a low blood count in the body. And do you know why the color of the blood is red? It is because of the presence of pigment, hemoglobin. It is because of the presence of hemoglobin, and because of hemoglobin the color of the blood is red. And hemoglobin is made because of one very essential mineral, that is iron. So if your diet contains good amount of iron, okay, that means your body will have plenty or a very good amount of blood that is needed in the body, that amount. If there is a deficiency of blood in the body, that may cause anemia to the body. Now what are the symptoms of anemia? Symptoms of anemia means what are the things which is shown in the body of the anemic person. These things are like pale yellow skin and dark circles under eyes, weak body, the person is not able to do his work properly. Okay, so all these things are because of the anemia. Okay, now the cure for this is to take green vegetables in the diet, and those green vegetables contain spinach, green vegetables, fruits and milk in the diet. Okay, now the next disease I am telling you is, I am writing here, next is goiter. Goiter is a disease which is caused by the deficiency of iodine in the body. Iodine is a mineral that we get from the salt. You might have noticed today, you may notice it in your house that over the pack of salt in your house you may see that there is written iodized salt. Iodized salt means the salt contains iodine, and the iodine is very much necessary for the body. So if the iodine content is not very much in good amount in the body, that may cause goiter to the body. Now what are the symptoms of goiter? Goiter means the neck area. This neck area gets swollen. It gets swollen. So and we can retarded growth, and we can very less working ability and mental growth of the person. So how we can cure it? Goiter by taking a good amount of iodine to the diet we can add. Okay, so the next after this, these all were the diseases which we have included in the category of undernutrition. Now I am coming to the second point, which is overnutrition. Over means we have taken nutrition or nutrient in excess amount. Excess amount means I have told you that balanced diet contain things or food in a right proportion, right amount. If you are not taking the things or food or nutrients in a right proportion or right amount, so it may cause problem, either undernutrition, either overnutrition. So overnutrition means we have taken the nutrient in very excess amount. You may have seen some kids or some people which are obese. Obese means fatty. They are very fatty. So it occurs because of the wrong eating habits. Okay, so I am writing it here. Obesity is the disease which is caused because of the overeating. Okay, so now what are the consequences? Consequences means what are the result of this overeating? Suppose you daily you eat fried things, oily things, you go for fast food, all that fat that get deposited in the body. I told you while I was teaching you, I was telling you about fat, that excess of fat gets deposited in the body and may cause obesity. So this obesity is the main cause or root cause of different kind of diseases. Do you know, I want to tell you something, that in USA, United States of America, the world's largest population of obese people and these kind of people occur because they do not have a healthy living style or lifestyle. So if you want to lead a healthy lifestyle or healthy living style, you should always follow a healthy diet routine. Because suppose if you have a good goal, if you think of becoming something, you have an aim and you want to achieve that aim. If you will not have a good body, a healthy body, then how your body can help you in achieving that goal or aim? So our body is the only good friend of us. So you must make your body a healthy body. And how we can make that? By having a healthy food or healthy balanced diet. So obesity causes different kind of body problems. And what are these? High blood pressure and different stomach ailments, stomach diseases and different kind of problems, and even it may cause heart attack also. Okay, so these are the different diseases which we have discussed today. I am repeating it again. We have firstly discussed about balanced diet, then we have discussed about deficiency diseases. I told you two kind of these are undernutrition and overnutrition. In this category of undernutrition, I have told you these diseases: night blindness, beriberi, scurvy, rickets, anemia, goiter. And in the category of overnutrition, I have told you about obesity. Okay, so we must avoid oily food or fried food, and we must go for regular exercise, and we must opt for healthy eating habits. Now I want to ask you that through this chapter, have you got all the things, like what should be the lifestyle? Okay, I am summarizing it into some of the very healthy habits that we should follow. What are those healthy habits? Healthy habits that we should always wash our hands before eating anything. Okay, wash hands. Secondly, we should wash the fruits and vegetables also that we eat. Now the question arises that when we should wash these fruits and vegetables, they should be washed before cutting or peeling them. You should not wash the fruit or vegetables after cutting or after peeling them. Okay. Next thing is, we should avoid overcooking of the food. Overcooking means Overcooking means we are keeping the food over the stove for a longer period of time. Because of that excess of heat, the nutrients get spoiled, it loses all its nutrients. Okay, so we should cook the food in a normal time, for a normal time period. Okay, next is very important term is there that I'm going to tell you is pasteurization. Okay, the term is pasteurization means how you can store your milk. Okay, how we can keep the milk away from the germs. Now in this pasteurization technique, you might have observed over the milk packets that it is written pasteurized milk. So what is the meaning of this pasteurized milk? That means the milk is firstly it is boiled to a certain extent, thereafter it is cooled down immediately. So this technique is known as pasteurization. And why it is done? It is done so that all the germs which are present in the milk, they get finished. Okay, so we can get a pure and healthy milk to drink. So these all were the things which I told you as a healthy habits. Apart from this, many can be there, like uncovered food you should avoid. You should not eat the food from street vendors and the uncovered areas. You must have like fresh food, not a very much time preserved food, and the preserved food should not have too much chemicals in it. So this all was all about this chapter, which is eating right. Eating right means what thing we should eat and what things we should not eat, and what can be the consequences if we will not eat a healthy diet. I hope this chapter is clear to you, all the topics are clear to you. Now soon after finishing this video in coming days, I will send you PDF files of the notes as well as the question answers. Okay, if you have any of the query, you may ask on the WhatsApp groups. Thank you. Namaste.